The situation in Gaza is dire. The United States is pushing for a ceasefire deal, but the violence continues. Israeli airstrikes in Rafah have killed 26 people, including women and children. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is urging Hamas to accept the latest proposal, calling it extraordinarily generous on Israel's part. The terms of the proposal have not been made public, but it seems that Israel has softened its position, lowering the number of hostages it demands to be freed during the initial phase of the ceasefire. Hamas, however, is demanding assurances that the eventual release of all hostages will bring a complete end to Israel's assault in Gaza and a withdrawal of its troops. Israel has only offered an extended pause, with plans to resume its offensive once it is over. This issue has been a major obstacle in the ceasefire negotiations. The situation in Rafah is particularly concerning. More than 1 million Palestinians have sought shelter there after fleeing fighting elsewhere. Israeli strikes have flattened homes where families were gathered, resulting in the deaths of women and children, including a 5-day-old baby. The violence is devastating innocent lives. Egypt is stepping up mediation efforts to prevent an assault on Rafah, but the situation remains tense. Israel has shown some flexibility in its demands for hostage releases, but the path to a ceasefire is still uncertain. Prime Minister Netanyahu faces pressure from both sides, hardline cabinet members who demand an attack on Rafah, and families of hostages who are urging a deal to be reached. There are also concerns about potential arrest warrants from the International Criminal Court against Israeli leaders for possible war crimes. The ICC has been investigating Israel's actions in Gaza, as well as the construction of settlements in occupied territory. The threat of arrest warrants adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. The ongoing war in Gaza has resulted in a staggering number of casualties and displaced people. The civilian death toll is rising, and the humanitarian crisis is worsening. The international community is watching closely, but finding a resolution to this conflict remains a daunting challenge. The fate of Gaza hangs in the balance, and the need for a lasting peace is more urgent than ever.